Hey everyone, welcome back to the EdgeToEquity channel, and today I'm breaking down my first 3 weeks in the Apex 25K Prop Firm Challenge, and the goal is simple. I need to reach at least $1,500 without breaking the maximum drawdown limit. And before I show you the live trade executions that I've taken, I'm going to show you my dashboard so you can see exactly where my current performance is as of right now. Alright, so inside my Rithmic account, you can see the raw performance, and this is from September 15th through September 19th, the first week that I started the Apex Challenge. I actually started off with my trading bot making 2 trades per day, and you can see that it just did not start off very well at all. And I reached a maximum drawdown of around $598.56 after commissions, and it just was not a good start. So let's move on to the 22nd through the 26th, and you can see that it was getting a little bit better. I still was trading with my trading bot primarily. I did not switch over to manual trading just yet. So we did have a positive green week, but I only was able to make around $284.60 for that week, but I'm still down roughly a couple $100 from that rough first week that I had starting off. So let's move on to this week of the 29th of September to October 3rd. This week is when I decided to switch to manual trading. I'm not having the trading bot execute any more trades. I'm looking for setups myself based on my parameters without any trading bot intervention. So with this week, I actually started off very well. There was only maybe a few losses that have occurred, but you can see that this week has ended in green. And after commissions, I made roughly around $889.02, which got me out of drawdown. And I'll show you my Excel spreadsheet and show you how far a drawdown that I actually went in and how I was able to bounce back from that. And then I'll show you the live trade executions as well. So let's take a look at the Excel spreadsheet, and that will give you a clearer picture of what actually happened. So my current total P&L right now is $575. My win rate is a little bit low. It's at 43%. Total trades is at 23. And then my profit to Apex goal is $924 away from the $1,500 profit limit. And my monthly return is sitting at 2.36%. And you can see on September 19th, I was almost down $600. And this was only a few trading days into the challenge. It was definitely a tough pill to swallow seeing that drawdown, but you can see that I started gradually making improvements and I started getting that account back up. But it was not a straight line. As you saw, it was definitely very messy. Numbers were all over the place, and my performance is still not where I think it should be, but it is always a good thing when you're in profit and you can end the week in profit. So I know that I can bounce back based on my performance and my trading style. So let me take you back and show you how I got here based on some of the live trade executions that I was able to record. In week 1, I kicked things off using my trading bot only, and the problem was even my recordings weren't showing any of my entries, my stop losses, or my take profit levels, and this honestly reflected the trades themselves, which were very unclear, very messy, and basically all over the place during that week. And I did not have much structure for that first week doing the Apex Trading Challenge, and unfortunately the bot did not perform well at all. It was definitely a rough start to the trading challenge and also a warning sign of what was coming. By week 2, I was still running the trading bot, and it definitely had its ups and downs. At one point, I was sitting around negative $600 in drawdown, And to be honest, that was stressful, and I really thought that I was going to blow the account within the first week or two. But by the end of the week, the account had recovered a bit, and I actually closed week 2 in profit of around $284. After that, I decided to shut off the trading bot completely, and I just went back to manual trading. So by the end of the week, I had turned the account around from negative $600 in drawdown to well over $800 in profit for the week. So now putting it all together, my first 3 weeks, week 1 was definitely very rough, but in week 2, I was still in drawdown, but there was a positive with ending the week in the green, which cut down some of that drawdown. And then in week 3 was definitely a comeback for me, and that's when I completely switched to manual trading only. And now that leaves my account around $575 in overall profit, with about $925 more to go before I can pass the Apex challenge. So that brings me to the lessons learned and also some of the biggest takeaways from the last 3 weeks of the trading challenge. And number 1, adaptability. To be honest, if I would have stayed with the trading bot, I don't know if I would have been able to pass the challenge. Number 2 is risk management. Keeping losses small really kept me alive long enough to actually recover. It's tough when there's a series of losing trades that can really put you in a significant amount of drawdown, but if you're not over leveraging every single trade and you have smart risk management, then you can recover from any type of drawdown. And number 3 is psychology. Trading from a drawdown is always tough, but focusing on remaining disciplined instead of letting my emotions take precedence has really helped me to bounce back and finally get into profit after being in drawdown for the first 2 weeks. So that concludes my performance for the first 3 weeks of the Apex 25K Prop Firm Challenge, and I will continue to post weekly recaps of my performance, and whether I pass or I fail, I want to provide you guys the full trading journey with the good and also the bad. So if you want to continue to follow my journey, please hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. And as always, I thank you guys for watching. And until the next update, I want you guys to take care and God bless.